Hello and welcome back to Treasure Shoals. It's been a while and you probably missed me, but we're back again. So, we've been discovered by the Chatterbird and by some person who's coming down, and we need to decide what to do. In response, you hear the psitta chatter. The footsteps begin again, but this time they sound closer, like they might be heading downstairs. You must decide what to do quickly. You decide to hide behind some crates and pull out your knife. As you lie in wait, the stranger comes down the stairs. The lighting is not good, but as he comes near your hiding place, you can see that this is no stranger at all. You recognize the ship's cook, Bran. You are relieved and come out of your hiding place.
Shiver me timber!
Bran exclaims as he sees you. You address the ship's cook, Bran. Bran appears glad to see you and quickly becomes serious. I hope you didn't run into Kale or the crew. You assure him that you did not meet anyone so far. Well, it's a good thing you found me first. You are glad to see a familiar face that may be able to answer some questions. However, with the oncoming storm, time is of the essence. You decide to ask you one question. Why should I trust you, Bran? You ask. Why you should trust me? I am all you got. One thing for sure, the crew is bloodthirsty and looking to get rich quick. However, I can control them, and we can get to that treasure together. Well, fair enough. I mean, it's true that he's all you've got. And he was happy to see us, which is always a nice sign. But what I wonder about is why would he... I mean, there's... It makes sense that we would work with him, but why would he want to work with us? It's much better for him to be with the crew, isn't it? You decide to trust Bran and accept his help. The two of you walk up to the port and enter a small lifeboat. Then you head out and row to a rocky outcrop of the island. Bran gets out and says, I will call you to the crew and get them out of here. While they are distracted, you can enter the building. It seems like he's always shouting when I'm talking in his voice. Bran walks up the path to the lighthouse and calls the crew out of the building. You can see him motioning towards the beach, and the crew disappears from the rocky path. So he made a promise and he didn't break it, which is a good thing. You head up to the lighthouse unmolested and enter the door. The lighthouse entrance. You are in the entrance to the lighthouse. The place is dark, small and empty. The room is round, as you suspect all rooms are in this tall cylindrical building. The stone walls are cold and damp, and the air is stale. There is a spiral staircase leading up into the tower, and another leading down. A door leads outside. We can go up, down, or out again. We ascend the staircase. You are on a very small landing in the middle of the staircase. There is nothing but a small window here providing light from the lighthouse, from outside. You look out the window and see the shore below. The waves are rough and slam into the beach as the storm draws closer. I don't remember if we heard the story of the pirate ship in this version of the game. Basically, there's a pirate ship with an undead crew, and they Sail the seas when there's a storm. Ooh, I hope you're afraid now. Walking back and forth along the sandy beach is the long figure of your first mate, Kale. Huh. Brent told us that we can only trust him, which means that we cannot trust Kale, except if we choose not to trust Brent, in which case we might be able to trust Kale. Anyway, he's obviously waiting for someone. You look around for the crew, but I don't see them. In fact, your entire ship is missing? Like, again? What about ships going missing? Does something change if you look out the window again? No, it doesn't. We walk further up. You are in the stairway. Stairwell? Is that a word? Is that? I've never seen that word before. You are in the stairwell next to the entrance of a tiny room. The stairs continue up and down from here. That's interesting. I want to enter the room. Tiny lighthouse room. Oh, I like this candle. It looks so candly. I like candles. You are in a tiny room in the lighthouse. The room has a small bed and a nightstand with a candle on it. Next to the candle are rubbing stones for lighting a fire. There is also a small window in the room. You look out the window and see the backside of the lighthouse. A man is standing on the rocks in the back of the lighthouse. You recognize this man as Bran, your ship's cook. He's obviously waiting for someone. Oh, that's the person we chose to trust. So both Bran and Kale are waiting for somebody. They are probably not waiting for each other. I just assume that they know where the other went, especially since Bran made the crew leave the lighthouse. I'm pretty sure Bran knows where the rest of the crew is. So they are not waiting for each other, probably. Are they waiting for the crew? Or for us? Or for somebody else? You pull the candle sitting on the table over and pick it up. Just now that sounded as if we dropped the candle, not as if we picked it up. You then use the stones to create a spark. After a few attempts, the wick on the candle glows. A few moments later, the flame arises and the candle is lit. And we will leave the room again. You are in the stairwell. Is it really a word? I will have to look it up. You are in the stairwell next to the entrance of a tiny room. The stairs continue up and down from here. We go further up. You are on the topmost floor of the lighthouse. There are no walls or a ceiling, just open air allowing you to see for strolls around. You can see the sky has gotten much darker, and it has just started to rain a little. You decide to examine the area a bit. In the center of the roof is a large bowl filled with wood. This is obviously where the lighthouse keeper lights the flame to warn oncoming ships of the rocky island. The roof area is wider than the cylindrical building below, allowing for walking around the fire bowl in the center. Alright, this is it for this time, and I will see you next time, and thank you for watching!